favorite scary movie?
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
They're here.
Welcome, victims, to the Horr-Gasm podcast. I'm Nick, and with me is a co-host Ali,
Oh, I'm kicking shit.
as she's kicking shit.
Sorry. Trying to put my legs up so I can pop a squat.
Oh yeah, relax.
I like to pop a mad lean. I think because, like, I work in an office and I sit in chairs all day, it's just, like, and it sounds stupid, but when I get home, I don't want to sit. Like, and if I do sit, I want to lounge, because I'm so sick of just, like, I have to,
The thing is,
get that.
These aren't, the chairs aren't loungy chairs.
They're trash.
These
is
are
what
these
they
are these are big boy chairs. These are high chairs.
Yeah, they're like bar chairs. Yeah. And I got them short legs, so they do the dangles, and then my feet get sad and lose blood, and so
Yep.
see, Anarchy gets it.
She
She
does.
understands.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Mom, I sleep all day too.
Well, it's tough being the head of talent relations. It really
It's
is.
tough. It's tough.
She's
She
got
needs
a
her
tough job.
recognition.
She does.
Yeah. She also may get a bath tonight.
Ooh,
No.
a good evil bath.
Ooh, yes.
Yes,
We gotta keep those ears clean. Those big flopping ears.
those are big floppers.
Big heckin' floppers.
To quote the great and legendary Danhausen, Ichabod, Anarchy's having a bathhausen tonight.
I love that.
Yep.
Guten Battenhausen.
Yes. So, yeah.
Speaking of German.
Yes. So we watched Overlord.
Overlord.
It's a good movie. And I had two things wrong this movie, when I
Okay.
watched this movie. First
Yeah.
off, I got, I forget his name now. 1 second, time out.
Oh, Wyatt Russell?
Yes, thank you. I got Wyatt Russell for some reason mixed up with Clint Eastwood's son.
Scott Eastwood,
Yes.
yeah.
How,
When you were saying that, I was
why-
like, but he's not pretty.
Well, no, because he looked more like
Yes.
Kurt Russell.
Totally.
And I'm like, wait a minute now, just time out. That's not Clint Eastwood's son.
Yeah, no.
And I was thinking, because when you said Overlord, I thought of a different zombie war movie with
Yes.
Nazis. And it got me so screwed up. Halfway through, I'm like, where's the snow? I thought this would be a B movie. This is very A.
Yes, this is a, like, good movie.
They put money into this. Didn't
Yes.
they beat their... They went a little over. Didn't make enough, I think.
Sure.
But
Horror movies are always so touch and go, though.
they are.
And it makes me sad being a horror movie lover, but fuck, this movie was good.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I really like this movie a lot.
But what was the one I was thinking of? Dead Snow.
Yeah.
Yes, I was thinking
Yeah.
Dead Snow the whole time, thinking, oh, this is Dead Snow.
When are the snow drifts coming?
Yes, where's the snow zombies? Snow Nazi zombies.
Yep.
And I was confused until I actually looked. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And then you found Dead Snow. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Nothing says we're related like screaming at you in the bathroom about movies.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. That is
Yep.
something.
That is something.
No, this was good. I really did enjoy this movie.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad we watched it. I've heard so much about it, and all good things.
The thing is, I haven't. Like, I was getting mixed up with Dead Snow. I don't remember seeing a trailer for this. I really don't.
I don't either. I heard about it from my brother-in-law. He's
there you
like,
go.
it is such a good movie. You should watch it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it was like, he's like, Nazi zombies. And I'm like, ooh, because that's always a throwback to my Call of Duty days.
Yep.
Ugh, I could play Nazi zombies for hours and hours before I even liked horror movies.
Yep.
It's just, there's something about it where, like, you're trapped in a house and waves of zombies coming at you and upgrade when you can and fix all the holes in the house and, like, it's exciting.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I played it. I know.
Yeah. And so from the trailer, or not even the trailer, but like the trailer and stuff, I thought, we'd jump right into, I know we're kind of already talking about, but like, we'll jump right into just Nazis in some sort of secret bunker underground. Oh, no.
No.
We went right into like war. And I was saying before we started recording here that I usually avoid war movies because they make me uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because they're like, so real.
They
real.
are very realistic to get that feel.
Yes.
Instead of, you know, pampering and kind of, you know, not faking it, but making it less impactful. Mm-hmm. Some movies, you know, in the past they've done it, but Saving Private Ryan really set the bar.
Yes, absolutely.
And I don't think anything's really topped that. They've tried, but no, it's... The only one I think, I don't know when we came close, but I think The Thin Red Line.
Okay.
I think that was it, with Nicolas Cage.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. It's 20 movies now I've watched. But one scene that sticks out, I think it's this one,
Okay.
is I think it's during the Vietnam War. Mm-hmm. And with all the napalm and all that. And then one of the guys gets burnt.
Yep.
They go to pick him up. And he grabs his legs. And slide.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. There's you know, Nick cringed hard. I'm like, like it was rough.
There are a few scenes in this that made me like, ooh.
Yep.
And it's just small things too, like when he's rescuing the one guy from the secret lab, and he's like pulls this like circular piece away from his stomach, and it's like stitched into his skin, and there's this long needle.
It looks like a big vacuum tube.
Yes.
Stuck to his abdomen, and I think it looked like he was. I think you're right. He was stitched in. He was attached.
Yeah.
And yeah, he gets it removed, and not nicely.
No, it's not pretty.
And
it's hard.
There's a needle in there, and not a nice needle. It was a thick boy.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I wonder if it was single.
Oh.
I was like waiting for the realization to cross your face.
Oh no, I picked it up pretty quick.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad.
My. I can go back and ask if you want.
We just have fun here on the
And
Horr-Gasm
that's all it's
podcast.
about. It really is.
And if you really like this kind of crazy, stupid sexual innuendo, you should join us on Twitch at Horr-Gasm Games.
Oh.
Basically all we do the whole time.
Oh, yes.
Just make dumb jokes and laugh at each other.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
Let's talk a bit about that. Let's talk what we've been playing.
Yeah.
Because you played Back 4 Blood.
Yes.
Left 4 Dead 3, which was fun. Hard as hell, but fun.
Super fun.
We,
fun to watch.
Yes. We did a run through of Until Dawn.
Oh, we had
which
fun.
was a long stream.
Yep.
I
looked after it and I was like 5.5 hours.
Oh no.
Oh really?
That was an 8 to 9 hour stream.
I was there for 5.5.
Yes, you were.
Because I was like, after my second bottle of wine, I'm like, yep, now's a good time to go to bed. I was so sick.
Nick, I'm too drunk.
God.
I'm too drunk to be on here. I'm like, but it's fine. I'm too drunk to communicate. You're fine.
I was like, did he put that on Twitch as a saved stream? And I'm like, I don't even want to look. I'm scared.
It's on there.
Yeah, I believe you. I was like,
yeah.
Halfway through, it's just going to be me slurring and screaming at the screen and getting distracted and, typical me. And I'm like, I don't even remember the end. I hope I was talking to people.
You didn't get to the end. You left, I was like maybe 2 chapters before the end. I'm like, I'm going to make it to the end.
Yeah.
And there's me, tired, and I think it was 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yep.
And at the end, I was like, here we go. We're going to save all the good girls. Nope, they all died.
They all died. Rip.
Killed the good girls.
Rip. Yeah. Oh, well.
I found a bunch of the butterfly effect. Oh. I found all of them but 1.
Good for you. Like the totems?
No, not totems. The scenes. I guess.
Or where
Yeah. I was missing 1. I'm like, where'd that one go? Oh, well. I missed it. But
cool.
I thought I did pretty good. I want to do it again. We planned again 2 days.
Yep. Actually,
when this releases, we're going to do that. Mm-hmm. In the evening, I'm not sure what time exactly yet.
Yep.
We're going to go for a no-death run.
Ooh.
Or we'll go as far as until I get tired night. So,
no death, hey? That's a lot of pressure.
I think I can do it. I know what to not do. One is, when it comes to, don't touch the controller, just put it down.
Mm-hmm.
Put the controller down.
Yep.
And not look at chat while I got the quick time events. And
That's what I'm there for. Just, I love how you just like look at the chat and just like shake your head and go back to the game. It's like, don't mind me. Don't mind me communicating with my people.
well, we had a lot of people for that stream.
We had lots of people
That was so
popping
much
in and
fun.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. And like people come in and like, you know, act goofy and I'm like, that's fine. If you want to troll, you're still like adding to our views.
Yes.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah, troll away. We have some, you know, if you go a certain line, you will get banned, you'll get kicked because of content wise and stuff you say.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's kind of, you know, it's an adult stream for a reason.
Yeah. Exactly. It pops up as mature for a reason. Like, 100%. You know, we're not pretending like we're kid friendly. Like we're playing horror games,
That's
you know.
Right. And some non-horror. Like we've been doing the Pokemon because it's new and it's fun. There's monsters. It's horror. We fight to the death.
Yeah.
So the plan is then for like weekends we do kind of the Pokemons. Yep. And then I'm gonna try and do a Nuzlocke run start. Maybe Sunday.
Nice.
I think I'll do it Sunday. Yeah. I was doing it last week, but I was feeling the craps.
Yeah.
So I just, I need to sleep.
Yeah, we're trying to get ourselves ready for Christmas here coming up.
Yes.
Jesus. This is going to come out in December.
It's already December.
It is December. I was trying to pretend like we were ahead. Thanks for blowing my cover, Nick.
Shut up. My bad.
It's okay. I tried. I should have like done a really exaggerated wink when I was doing that.
That was a very exaggerated wink. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck. I don't know. Listen, we're at 12 minutes. Do you want to get into the movie? I just want to talk about
Let's
it
get
so
into
bad.
the movie. It's a good one. Let's get into it.
That's weird. Add it to the list.
Chase,
Huh?
can you stand up?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Is it hot in here? I feel hot.
Chase, maybe you should sit down.
My head hurts.
What the fuck? Chase?
Oh my god.
All right. So this week we watched Overlord. It's a 2018 movie. It is directed by Julius Avery, written by Billy Ray and Mark L. Smith.
Nice.
Woo! All the names. Don't recognize them, honestly.
No.
But awesome movie.
Very good.
Very good.
Surprisingly
Interesting.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of like wasn't ready for it, but like I knew I'd like it, but like we were talking about before, I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. Like I said, I thought it would be like, you know, they fall through a secret mine shaft and oh my god, this is where they've been dumping bodies and you know, that kind of thing where it's like, oh my god, we're in the thick of war. We found a German bunker. There's zombies in it and they're operating on people and oh my god.
It sneaks. I'll get into how they kind of made these zombies, but
Yes.
like I got us mixed up with Dead Snow.
Yeah.
So, horribly.
So you were just like super excited.
I was super confused.
Like,
I'm like, where's the snow?
This isn't B.
There's a zombie and it's nasty, but I remember seeing clips on the clip show and there's not in this. What's going on? But this is great. This is a really, really good, surprisingly good movie.
Yeah, I think I heard it was good, but I just wasn't expecting this. Like for it to be a horror war movie. I was like, wow. The zombies are such like a fleeting thing in it.
They are. And you know what? That makes it work.
Yes,
it really does.
It does.
And like I was explaining in the last episode how, there should be some more fantasy horror movies out there.
Yes.
Now I realize we need more World War or war horror movies. Like imagine this with werewolves or vampires. That's more
Anything,
cliche.
yeah.
Or take it to another level. You know, World War II, the rumor was that Hitler's all about the supernatural
Yes.
and using that to get his means to an end. What if he actually did something? Like, hell, that's kind of Hellboy's about.
Yes,
But
right.
what if he actually opened the door and something came through?
Yeah.
And you can control it.
Exactly.
It was in one of those little not clip shows, but it's a little anthology on Netflix. I forget what it's called now. Black Mirror? No. Sex, Love, and Robots.
Yes.
where-
Yes.
It was during, I think, World War II.
Yeah.
And it was a Russian platoon.
Yeah.
And they were fighting off these monsters that came from underground. Now, take that little short, I think it's like maybe 10 minute, 15 minute little
Yeah.
clip, made it onto a full-length movie.
Oh,
Awesome.
terrifying.
That'd be awesome. That would
Absolutely
be
awesome.
terrifying. But having more of a demonic presence to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's there.
Yes.
People just gotta, stop making reboots and sequels and shit and get an original idea. I just gave you one. Hey, run with it. I don't care. Just give me some credit after.
Throw a check my way. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Good Lord.
But
No,
no,
it was
it's-
good.
it
I'm
just-
glad we watched it. I forget why. I was watching or looking up stuff on IMDb about scariest horror movies. I was like, what are the scariest horror movies? Because I don't get scared anymore. And I want to feel scared. So I was like, okay, I want to watch. So the next few we're watching are supposed to be like real scary.
Awesome.
So this one popped up and I was like, shit, Kyle told me about this and told me to watch it. And yeah, I'm so happy we did.
Yeah, and you were cringing, but at the wrong parts.
Yeah.
You were cringing at the real, the
Yes!
reality of the war part.
Yes!
Not the implied scary movie parts.
Yeah. I don't care about zombies. But like people
Zombies.
getting shot as they're trying to land an airplane. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Scary. Real life. We've talked about this before.
stepping
Real
on a-
life. Pardon?
Stepping on a landmine and not being there anymore.
Yeah, and he's like, where is he? He doesn't exist anymore.
He's not here. Or my joke was,
Or
he's
he's here. He's there. There.
Is that his brain?
Oh, yeah, no, there is just some very graphic things that happen, like, that absolutely would happen in real life.
But even, compare this to, like I said before, Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
This is tame
Right.
compared to Saving Private Ryan.
See, and I've only seen bits and pieces because I don't watch war movies.
And
I'm
also,
like,
the worst part, it's not the worst, the most graphic part is the beginning.
sure.
If you get past the beach, the rest is...
See, and I've seen the beach.
Yeah, so the beach is the shock value. Like, boom,
Yeah.
you're in for a ride,
Yep.
but the rest is very natural.
Okay.
Like, if you see a movie where a guy gets shot, that's the rest of the movie, basically.
Yeah.
There's nothing too explicitly gore, nothing scary. It's just people getting shot then.
Yeah.
And it's all from far away. There's nothing, no guys getting their limbs blown off.
Totally.
There's-
Yeah.
It goes from shock to story
Okay.
with some action thrown in there. It's a beautiful movie. I love that movie. I wanna
Which
watch
is
it
like,
now.
I found this one, the beginning, to be the worst part. Or like the best part. But it really gets you ready for the rest of the movie. Because
It
it's
does.
just like planes on fire, trying to land. I'm assuming, obviously, they're in France somewhere.
Yep.
And it's Nazi-occupied French village. And their plane goes down, and oh my god, there's fire and death and blood and puke and
Yep.
shit and
Flak.
like, yeah,
Flak
it's just
cannons and
like it's insane, and I'm just
it's
like,
intense. It's really intense.
And then they kind of sort of figure it out, and it slows down a bit, and you're just like. And I was like looking at Nick, I'm like, what the fuck are we watching? Like, when did the zombies come?
Zombies?
Like, what? How is this a
Jason?
horror movie? Jason. But, oh, yeah, it was very interesting. I'm happy we watched this.
Yes. And like I said before, I remember seeing a trailer for it.
Yeah.
I got mixed up with a whole different movie. So this is a very pleasant surprise.
Yes.
This is good. This is a really good movie. I was very impressed.
Yeah. And we kind of talked about it before, but you didn't hear anything, see anything about it. You thought it was a different movie, so that's
This. I went in pretty
blind.
fresh,
Yeah.
fresh and blind.
Awesome. Yeah, and same. So good.
Yeah.
Fun. Y'all should honestly watch this movie. It is something else.
It is
If you're
really
okay
good.
with gore, it's pretty gory. But
Yeah.
like, but not like Saw level gore.
No.
But like
Not
realistic war gore.
Yeah, not torture porn. Gore.
No. It's
not
like
that level.
very. I mean, it's par for the course when you're watching a movie about World War II, right?
Yes.
But also, main actor is African American. Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
He did a great job.
Amazing, yeah.
And Wyatt Russell, who I thought was Scott Eastwood. How I got that fucked up? I
Yeah,
don't know.
how could you?
I don't know. My bad.
Rich white actor with famous parents.
Yeah. He did a great job, though.
He did an awesome job.
Like all the
He
actors.
was like scary, and he would be, if we were playing D&D, he would be chaotic good,
Oh, yes.
right?
Yes.
That's how I would say. It's like, doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. And it's like, oof. Okay.
Yes.
There's a reason you're a corporal.
Yes.
And the main character, his thing of like not wanting to kill people,
Well,
very Hacksaw Ridge,
Well, like he explained, like 3 weeks ago or something like that,
Yeah.
he was at home,
cutting his lawn.
kind of lawn, and some military guys showed up, and he got
Drafted, yep.
Drafted. That's where drafted, and yeah, like they even told him, you barely got. I like the beginning was more of a character build, kind of
Yes,
set up the main
absolutely.
characters and who was kind of their personalities,
Yes.
and they were saying, you barely got through boot.
No.
You're not gonna make it through this war.
Exactly.
You're not gonna kill anyone, and a few times that kind of comes up where he's like, well, wait a minute, what are we doing? And Wyatt Russell's character, he keeps, the colonel,
Yeah.
the corporal keeps, hey, sometimes you got to do what they got to do to get the job done.
Yeah,
Which is
and
so true.
Which is, yeah. And there's those two schools of thought where it's like, oh, well, we're not bad like them. And then there's, well, how do you think that, they're winning in this situation? By
Yeah.
being shitty.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. But you gotta, I think, even it out too. Like, the two of them were such a good contrast.
Yes.
You gotta have those people who will hold me back, and
And-
also have a corporal that'll push you,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as the movie progresses, he gets more, not accustomed, but
more
comfortable.
numb almost,
Yes.
or realizing that what he has to do.
Yes.
Like,
The
spoiler
means-
alert. Spoiler alert, we're going to spoil stuff. When Chase comes back to life as a zombie and he literally bashes his head into mush.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It comes to the whole a means to an end.
yes.
But you got what we're gonna do to save lives.
Well, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Well,
I
it's
watched
that
24.
philosophy or social justice thing or whatever. It's like, do you sacrifice one to save many? Sacrifice a few to save many type thing. It's like,
Oh, you mean Spock from Star Trek? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
As a
Yeah.
straight face.
Sure.
All my Trekkies know what I'm talking about, right? Vulcan hand gesture. Hell yeah.
Oof. Sorry, I like to have sex and drink alcohol.
Ouch! You just stabbed me with zombie serum. Holy fuck! Whoa! You just bashed my face in there. Jesus Christ! That was you. You and a full clip in there, right there, in your
Finish
face.
him.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
If I had a social life or anything, it is now dead because of that.
Yay! Yeah, because I have all the friends and the good times and parties.
We should have a party.
Pot and kettle. I
Should
know
have a party.
we should have a party.
Party it up soon.
Right?
Have a horror
Have
party.
a horror party, yeah.
Have a horror party. A horror and chicken strip party.
Yes.
Or chicken finger party, whatever I'll call it.
Does anybody want to come to our party?
We're getting Mary Brown's?
Yes.
Yeah, Mary Brown's chicken. We're getting Mary Brown's chicken for the
Yum.
liquor and chicken party. When, where, no clue, but we'll think of something.
You know, probably nobody who listens to us lives in Saskatchewan, so YOLO.
Yep.
We'll have a virtual party. Oh my God, we'll have a Zoom party.
Now makes...
So let's get into the plot.
No, characters first.
Whatever. I'm not even drinking tonight. God damn it.
You had a beer during the movie.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Like 2.5 hours ago.
And then we had some fantastic deluxe wonton soup from Granite Curling Club, Saskatoon, Best food in the city.
Definitely.
Boom. Try it out. They are worth...
10 out of 10.
Yes, it's so good.
So good.
Okay, characters. So, this movie stars... I can't pronounce words. Jovan or Jovan? Jovan Adepo.
Yep.
As private first class Edward Boyce. An idealistic paratrooper who uncovers a Nazi experiment below the church and radio tower.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wyatt Russell, not Scott Eastwood, as Corporal Lewis Ford, a paratrooper and explosives expert who is vehemently... Oh, God, I can't read today. Who is against swaying from the mission to destroy the radio tower. Mm-hmm. Vehemently?
Vehemently?
Yes, thank you. I can't spell.
That's close.
I can't speak.
English is hard, honestly.
It really is. Pilo Asbeck as Captain Waffner and SS Hauptsturmführer. He's a captain. Yeah. Oh, man. All our aunties would be very upset with how I just butchered the British word here. That's terrible. No, I say British. German. Wow. Okay. Smooth brain.
Speaking to Deutsch.
Yes. Oh, yes. Da. Matilda Oliver as Chloe Laurent. John Magaro as Private First Class Lyle Tippett.
Tippett.
He's the sniper.
Pew, pew, pew.
Bokeem.
That's the Italian guy, hey?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Bokeem Woodbine as Sergeant Renson, who doesn't last long, but he shone.
Yes.
In the little bit you saw in the movie, he owned it, and he did a really good job.
Awesome, yeah.
Lane Kestucker as Private Morton Chase. He's the photographer.
Aw, yeah, yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dominic Applewhite as Private First Class Jacob Rosenfeld. Paratrooper who is Jewish.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Gianni Topher as Paul Laurent. He's the little boy.
Yep. Fucking Paul.
Paul.
So
Yeah,
annoying. Anytime that there's kids in horror movies, all that they do is get in the way. It bugs me.
Or captured.
Yes. Or both.
Killed and captured.
Yeah.
In that order.
Yeah.
I agree. Terrible.
Just drag their lifeless body around.
If you want him back.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's. I put sunglasses on them.
Takes an old photograph.
Like with string.
Was it those phonograms that they used to have? You just have that following. Okay, a little off topic here. Would Weekend at Bernie be considered a horror zombie movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Although he's not even live.
Horror comedy.
Horror
100%.
comedy. There we go. Yeah.
100%. A zomedy?
A zomedy. Nice.
I hate myself.
That's a good one.
Oh my god. Okay, this is so not related to anything we're talking about.
That's fine.
A girl at work, she's so funny and she always shares really good memes with me. I think I might have told you this yesterday.
Tell me.
I don't
Tell me
remember.
again.
Anyway, she was talking about people who put their trees up before December. So, people who put their Christmas trees up before December, she's like, I think it's so stupid. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, that's tree mature ejaculation.
Oh, I love it.
What?
Well done.
Happy December, everybody! Don't tree mature ejaculate.
Nope.
And then all I could think, Nick, is, I'm gonna tree.
Oh, I'm in a tree. I'm in a tree.
What is is this episode? Can I just label this most random episode ever? No alcohol required.
It's the fun episode. We needed this. It's a good.
Yes.
It's all the week long before non-recording is not coming out.
Yes, exactly.
We're having fun, so our listeners, our victims, are also having fun.
This is what happens when we don't see each other for a week or so.
Yep. We laugh and giggle.
We're just in silly, goofy mood.
Yeah, we goof around. We definitely do not premature ejaculate.
Nope, definitely not. Nope.
Nope. I don't see a tree here at all.
Nope, no trees to be seen.
Nope, I don't even have it at home.
Nope.
Nope. So, back to the cast.
Oh, yeah,
Cast. Jacob Anderson as Private First Class Charlie Dawson. Mm-hmm. I don't think he lasts long.
Yep.
Eric Redman as Dr. Schmidt.
Ooh.
He's head of the experimentation
Dr.
on
Schmidt.
French civilians and dead German soldiers. Patrick Brammel as American officer. Mark McKenna as Private First Class Murphy. And Mark Reisman as Scherzer. A sadistic Waffen SS NCO.
Is that the guy with the mouth and the final boss?
No, that was the guy who had a weird AE combined in his name that I didn't know how to pronounce properly because that's probably
It's fair.
Norwegian. It's something I don't know.
Something like that.
It's European. I don't know. So, I think he was. I'm not sure which one he was. He could have been one of the officers on the ground.
Could be. Which one was he? What was his name?
Oh no! I bet. Hold on. I think he was the guy who got knocked out. He was the one who got blown up.
Bloated up.
Kill the flick.
Ooh.
I think that's him.
What was the name you called?
Mark Risman as Scherzer. Scherzzer.
Mark
Risman.
Risman. Yep. That looks right. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy that kind of looks like Matt Smith, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's in Game of Thrones.
Apparently, we went through trivia. There were five people from this movie were in Game of Thrones.
Really?
4 actors and 1 was a stuntman. Yeah, I'm like, which ones? I didn't recognize.
Jesus, them. I didn't even go through the
trivia.
Yeah,
it's not that much.
No.
I was expecting more.
Well, there you go.
Should we get into the plot?
Let's do it.
Okay. On the eve of D-Day, a paratrooper squad, most of them in an integrated unit, is sent to destroy a German radio jamming tower in an old church. Their plane is shot down and crashes, and most of the squad, including squad leader Sergeant Renzen, are killed either in the crash or by Nazi soldiers and landmines. 4 survivors remain. Second in command, Corporal Ford.
They just flew through the first 20 minutes in 2 sentences.
Yeah, I'm going to unpack it here. Just to finish these characters here. Corporal Ford, Private First Class Boyce, Private First Class Tibbet, and Private Chase. Mm-hmm. So we got the introduction on the plane. We got character
They're
introductions.
They're kind of chit-chatting.
Yeah, get to learn characters.
Yeah.
Their
very a la Predator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or even Aliens. Yeah, Aliens.
Suicide Squad, any of them. Yeah.
And, we learned about them, and we kind of cut to them flying over France.
Yep.
And there's explosions everywhere. And they're kind of freaking out. Plane gets hit, guy throws up, and then plane gets shot to hell. Oh, they jump out.
Yeah, they're getting ready to parachute, and the plane's on fire. People are dying all over. There's gunfire everywhere, just ripping the plane to shreds.
Yeah.
Oh, and then as our main character, Boyce, gets thrown out of the plane, he looks up as he's trying to pull his parachute, and the plane just explodes, and it's okay.
Yep. Not good. So he lands in water, and he kind of finds his buddies, and he runs into the sergeant who was captured. Not say captured, but he was found by a bunch of Nazis, and they just blow him down.
Yeah.
Then meet up with the rest of the guys, and they did skip the part. They're going through a minefield. One of them gets blown up.
Yes. They're just walking, and again, as the viewers, we just saw this traumatic scene, and they're just walking through a farm field. We're lulled into a false sense of security, And they're just talking and laughing and being like, oh my God, like, we're going to figure this out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And just mid-sentence,
Boom.
boom, blood, guts, gore everywhere. And it's like, and we're jarred kind of back to Wake with the main character where everything's ringing. You can't hear. His eyes are watering. Like, it's traumatic.
I like that. They did a great effect with that. And they did it a few
Really
times
good.
where if there's a big explosion,
Yes.
you're deaf for a while because it's just too much for you to take in. And you hear Ford, shouting at him, boys, get out your bandolier and check the ground. And that reminded me from a scene in, what's it called? Shoot, I told you and I forget now.
I remember us talking about it.
Kill These Heroes.
Yes.
They're off to get some Nazi gold. And they go through a minefield. And they basically crawl on all fours. Mm-hmm. They have their knives out and they're kind of going to dirt in front of them, trying to find the mines. And they didn't find any more in the movie. In Kelly's Heroes they did. But in this one, they just had the one and they got through. Mm-hmm. But,
When I was in France, there's we were driving through an old war field. And obviously we're on the road. And when you look left and right, it's, there's trees, all this sort of stuff. But it's like craters, rocky, hills, like crazy. And we were like, huh. So we asked the tour guide, we're like, what? Because we had no idea. Like, I was 17, I had no idea. And there's sheep everywhere. And he's like, we use these as sheep fields because about once or twice a year, because there's still mines in there. Yep. So he's like, we can't do anything. So once or twice a year, there's some sheep go bye-bye. Jeez. It's just because even like 60, 70 years later, it's still a problem.
Yep.
It's still a problem.
They're still finding bombs that
Absolutely.
that were dropped but didn't detonate.
Absolutely.
And they have to go and have to just disarm them and then remove them. Like, it's crazy.
Yes. So, yay. Rip sheep.
Mutton.
I don't think there'd be much left. But
yeah, true. So, going through the woods, they're trying to go to their objective. They've also find this, not corpse, but remains.
Yep.
They think it's a deer, it's like a jackal or something. And then they meet Chloe. Mm-hmm. And they chase her down and they tell her, do you speak German? Do you speak French? Oh, we speak French. Perfect. Take us to your village.
Yep.
That's where we got to go. Mm-hmm. So the team continues onward and meets Chloe, a young woman from the village where the church is located. Mm-hmm. She lets them take refuge in her house after almost getting caught.
Yes. Yeah.
Chloe lives with her 8-year-old brother, Paul, and her aunt.
Whatever happened to her aunt?
She got killed.
Did she?
Yes. When, which part was it? When she's leaving, she leads the motorcycle guy.
Yes.
Because the guy's going to the house
you're right.
and you see gunshots.
Good. Because she was not well.
Yes. Who has been disfigured by Nazi experiments taking place in the church.
Yes.
Yes. After Tibbet and Chase depart to check the scheduled rendezvous site, a Nazi patrol led by SS...
You got this.
Hauptsturmführer.
Perfect.
Close enough. Waffner. Oh, I just went Waffner. Mm-hmm. SS Waffner visits Chloe. Waffner sends his men away and proceeds to coerce Chloe for sex, threatening to send her brother to the church to be fixed.
He's rapey.
He's very, and this is, I'm sure, not the first time. Mm-hmm. They got some agreement going on.
I was going to say they have some sort of an agreement because he seems to be familiar with her in the biblical way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, they kind of miss some plot where they go into the attic.
Yeah.
They meet the brother who's this little annoying brat who starts copying not Chase, but
Tipner or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Tippett. Tippett. He starts just kind of copying him and looking up to him. And
chewing on a matchstick like he does, and
folding his arms, just being an 8-year-old little brat. And voice goes and swoops in and looks and sees the aunt, who is not looking too good.
Not looking great. Looking a little zombie-ish.
A little zombie-ish.
Little
Yeah.
zombie-ish.
I don't know if you can call them zombies in this.
I don't know.
They
Yeah, they're
are-
more
are-
just experiments.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
they eat flesh, but they're not really, brains. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're zombies or not zombies.
Yeah.
It's they kind of made their own zombie rules in this movie, which
I
I'm
mean,
okay with.
yeah, I was gonna say they're kind of. I mean, technically, I guess they're undead.
Yep.
So
Well,
does
yes.
undead always equal zombie?
Well, I think it depends
it?
too, because when
Because it's not like they're trying to eat brains or anything.
No.
Or
When-
anything.
when Chase dies, they use the serum to bring him back.
Yeah.
But then he becomes more dangerous and violent.
Yeah, I was gonna say he becomes violent, but he's not like.
But he loses himself. He gets
Yes,
more
right.
weird. But when the Waffner does it, he puts like a bunch into him. He doesn't. He's not
fine.
dead before. He's just
Yeah.
really hurt, and he becomes more aware.
Yes.
So it might be if you're dead, you get the serum, you become less coherent or aware.
Mm.
But if you're already alive and you get the serum, you become, in his words, a god. You become just stronger, faster, more powerful. You can't die nearly as easy. Like you get shot in the head and the chest. Oh, hiccups.
And you're fine. Yeah.
You keep going.
Yeah.
So like he explained, 1,000-year-old soldiers for 1,000-year reign.
Yes. 1,000-year Reich.
Or Reich, yes. Yes.
Fuck.
That's a very, very powerful line there.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's really, I like that line. I like that
Yeah.
lot, actually.
Yeah.
Boys cannot ignore this, and it interrupts the Nazi officer. Because why not?
Yeah.
He was getting a little handsy, and his face was where it shouldn't be.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Yeah. Ford is forced to follow suit and incapacitates and restrains Waffner. Attempting to reach the rendezvous point to look for Tippett and Chase, Boys witnesses the Nazis burning disfigured village residents with flamethrowers.
Mm-hmm.
He is chased by a dog and escapes by jumping into the back of a Nazi truck, carrying dead bodies into the church. Sneaking out of the truck, Boyce discovers an underground base that houses not only a radio operating room, but also a laboratory where the Germans perform various experiments on the French villagers involving a mysterious serum and a large pit filled with black tar.
Woo!
I thought it was blood. I was wrong. Boyce takes a syringe containing the serum and discovers Rosenfeld, another member of the paratrooper squad, who is captured alive. Boyce frees him, and they escape through the base's sewers.
Yes.
Yeah, and
This is the one that I was talking about before, where he's got the stomach thing and the needle and the thick boy and the.
Yeah, he's also Boyce. He sneaks around. He does a very good job with the sneaking.
Yes.
And we see one of the soldiers, screaming in pain for help. And he looks at the peephole, and he sees it kind of just shambling around. And SS officers come in, and the doctor peek in. Yep, okay, they leave. He looks again, and he pops up, and his one eye is all kind of milked over.
Yes.
Which I saw. It was a jump scare.
Totally.
It didn't get me.
No.
I'm tough.
Big heckin' tough.
Yeah, I'm heckin' tough.
No jump scares for us.
No.
No.
And also, he sees the woman with just her head and spinal cord.
That was creepy.
That was cool.
Because she's like talking in French, I think, or German.
She's saying, she's French. I think she's saying, help me or something.
Yeah, help me, and all this stuff. And he's like, what? And so he follows the sound, and it's just like a head and like
A spinal cord.
and that's it.
Yeah. And also finds, in the tar room, there's these bags, which like you got the
Yes.
fluid coming from. And they're moving, there's hands, he opens one up, and a head kind of pops out, what looks like a gas mask.
Yes.
Or like a respirator. And help me. And he's like, nope. And he nopes the hell out of
Yeah,
there.
he takes off, which, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. And he goes, he saves his buddy, and they escape, luckily. When Boyce and Rosenfeld get back to Chloe's house, Tippett and Chase have already returned, which I thought that was them dead in the truck.
Yes.
I was wrong. Chloe treats Rosenfeld's wounds, and Boyce explains everything he saw in the church. Waffner refuses to explain what the serum does, even as Fred tortures him.
Yes.
And so does Chloe, because she stabs him with the leg. In the leg with the knife.
But he probably deserved that one.
Oh, did he
Yes.
ever? As the squad prepares to attack the church, Waffner attempts to escape and fatally shoots Chase. He was playing the deads. He did a good job, though.
Yeah.
Boyce, having seen a dead man supposedly resurrected by the serum in the lab, injects Chase with the syringe. Chase is resurrected, but soon mutates and turns violent.
Ugh. And it's good. Like the whole mutation part, it's good.
Very, very good.
There's one part where he snaps his head back, and you said it was animatronics and just special effects.
Yes, you
And
thought it was CGI.
Yeah, it feels a little weird, but good. Like, still good, but just it's kind of like, ooh. And I think just because the rest of the movie, again, all we've seen so far is like, you know, fairly just war stuff, you know, the talking head and spinal cord thing. But it's like, oh, we're actually seeing it happen now.
I know of all, you know, I remember in some of the like Macho Mojo, like best horror scene clips,
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
That one is shown. That I know, like, okay, I know this one part.
Interesting.
That part I knew.
Okay.
But from before and after that, I'm like, what's gonna happen next? I have no
Yes.
idea. It's great. You know, I love the effects. When he dies wheezing, he
Yes.
comes back to life, still kind of wheezing.
So wheezing.
Because he was shot in the chest.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm thirsty. He guzzles some water and then he crushes his tin can and I'm hot. I feel hot. My head hurts. And he smacks his head against a beam, breaking it. He then does it again. And that what makes his kind of neck break back and it exposes his bones, everything. He kind of snaps it back into place. It's a really good scene.
Yeah, yeah, and it's everybody's just watching him because they're terrified.
Yeah, they don't know what the hell's going on. Ford's freaking out.
Exactly.
Boyce is like, oops, I didn't mean this to happen. I was expecting he's alive and happy and good and talking, not hot and breaking his neck.
Yes. But I think it kind of, it's still a good thing that happens because it reinforces what Boyce saw in the church, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, you're crazy. It's like, oh my God, you were telling the truth. That's terrifying. Yeah.
A scuffle ensues, ending with Boyce bludgeoning Chase to death. He just bashes his head in. Waffner sneaks away from the soldiers during the chaos and takes Paul hostage just as a Nazi patrol responding to the carnage arrives.
Which, like, fuck Paul. Who cares?
Yeah. A shootout erupts in which most of the patrol is killed and Ford blows half of Waffner's face off. I missed that scene. I may have been looking at a pupper. I forget.
Very likely.
I thought he got killed. I thought he got shot and killed. I'm like, oh, he's dead. Okay, good.
I saw him holding his face and just get away. I didn't think it was such a big deal, but that's all he does the whole time is just hold his face.
I think I saw him got shot, but I thought he died. I wasn't paying attention, I guess, enough. So, Waffner escapes with Paul and back to the lab. Injects himself with 2 doses of the serum, which stabilizes his condition immediately and begins to heal his grievous wounds. Ford plans to go on with the squad's initial mission to plant their explosives on the outside of the tower, but Boyce insists on infiltrating the base, both to rescue Paul and to destroy the tower from the inside, which would also destroy the laboratory. The other privates support him, and Ford grudgingly agrees. Splitting up, Rosenfeld and Tippett launch a frontal assault as a distraction, while Ford, Boyce, and Chloe enter the base using the sewers. Boyce and Ford plant the explosives while Chloe looks for Paul. She finds him, and the two are attacked by a mutated test subject, which is cool. So, like his effect. Cool. He looks greasy, like almost like plastic.
Yeah.
Very kind of, slick look to his skin.
Yeah, like shiny and it's weird.
And his left arm is basically gnawed off, bitten off. I don't know, but he got these 2 bones sticking out. Which is a cool
super
effect.
Cool.
I like that effect. He used it to, he tried to spear Chloe with it and she dodged and went to the wall and he pulled it out. I'm like, nice. I like that. Paul escapes back to the village while Chloe distracts a mutant, eventually finding one of the Nazi flamethrowers and burning the mutant to death with it. I like to Nancy call it a mutant, which is true. They're not really.
Yeah.
They're kind of is. They're not zombies per se. It's almost like how 20 days later they aren't zombies. They're close, but they're not zombies.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. It's more of a mutant. It's like this is what I was saying before, is like, does undead always equal zombie? I don't think so.
Yes. For zombie, you think reanimated corpse.
Yeah.
That's a zombie. More or less. That's kind of the literal term of a zombie. But some of these guys, I don't think they died. They were just infected.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
So they've been mutated. But I think I would call Chase a zombie because he died and they brought him back. But then he turned bad. like Ash's hand.
So bio.
Got my hand, it went bad.
So bio.
She returned to the village, where Tibbet and Rosenfeld have been pursued and pinned down by the base's defenders. Tibbet is wounded while shielding Paul from gunfire. Chloe ambushes and kills remaining Germans and treats Tibbet's wounds. And I thought, because he was an ass for most of this movie, Tibbet was just
Yes.
ignorant, just kind of a jerk, you know. I'm like, he's dead. He's zombie food.
Yeah.
Like Paul.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, he's gonna die. There's no way. They usually don't let the assholes live.
No. He survived.
He
And
survived.
he became a good boy because
Yeah.
he saves Paul and teaches him how to play poker.
Oh my god,
It was
it's
good.
so
It's
cute.
great. It's great.
So cute.
Waffner, now mutated and possessing superhuman strength and resilience, discovers Ford planting explosives in the radio tower. He easily overpowers Ford, destroys the timer he had set on the explosives, and impales him on a meat hook in the laboratory surrounding the tar pit. Very, very Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a great scene. He hooks him right in the sternum.
Yes.
Right under the sternum.
Right in between the rib cage.
Yeah. Perfect spot.
I hate it.
Perfect spot. Waffner reveals that the serum was made by using the villagers' bodies to distill the ancient power of the black tar, which had been running under the village for centuries. That's cool.
Yes.
That's cool. I like that little. They just kind of found, hey,
Yeah.
there's black tar. Let's.
Use it for evil.
Yes. Like, why decide you inject people with it and then use it to distill from the bodies?
Yes.
It's very macabre.
Yes.
But I like it.
Me too.
I do. It's good. The aim was to create immortal and invincible soldiers to serve the Reich? Rage. No,
Yes,
damn it.
Reich.
Reich. Thank you.
I
Fuck.
got you.
That hurts.
It's all good.
That hurts. I can read. I swear I can read. I'm just
Sure you can.
smooth brain in it. That's all.
I'm exaggerated winking again.
Reich. The Reich. Reich.
Right.
Boys who had previously finished planting explosives in the laboratory. Was it laboratory?
Either or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Dexter's?
you're like, do I
Dexter's?
know how to English?
Am I Dexter in his laboratory? Or am I
In
the other
Dexter's
Dexter in his
lab.
laboratory?
I love that show.
Anyways. Bryce, who previously finished planting in the laboratory, ambushes Waffner. Waffner quickly recovers from multiple gunshot wounds, and while he is tossing around boys, is he ever, Ford pulls himself off the meat hook and injects himself with a dose of the serum to heal his wounds. He attacks Waffner, and although he cannot defeat him, he manages to roll an oxygen tank to Waffner's feet, which Boyce then shoots. The explosion sends Waffner flying into the tar pit. As Ford begins to mutate, he orders Boyce to leave him behind and detonate the explosives in the tower, believing neither side should possess the serum.
Yes.
I agree.
And like they say he orders him to leave him behind. He literally locks himself in this lab.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing Boyce could do even if he wanted to.
No, not really.
No.
Boyce complies and runs to the radio center just before Ford sets off the explosives in the lab, killing himself, the test subject, and Waffner, who had mutated further and climbed out of the tar pit.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a...
He was a heckin' mutated boy.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Boyce then sets a timer on the explosives in the radio center and narrowly escapes as the church and jamming tower collapse behind him.
Yes.
Burying the laboratory. He rejoins Tibbet, Rosenfeld, Chloe, and Paul in the village as a radio announces that the D-Day invasion concluded in a victory for the Allies.
Woo.
Good guys win. Hooray.
Hooray.
Suck it, Nazis.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm sorry. It's been
70 years.
70, 80, yeah. In his report, Boyce credits Ford for the decision to plant the bombs inside the church, leaving other details on why. The commanding officer questions Boyce regarding rumors of an underground lab under the church. Boyce, sharing Ford's view, denies seeing anything worth digging up. The officer seemingly accepts the story and informs him that they will be reassigned to C Company as the war continues.
Woo.
The end.
The end.
This is an amazing movie.
It
This
was
is
really
good.
It was. I'm happy we watched this.
I am too.
And it was on Netflix for a long time, but now it's not. So we had to buy it on Amazon. I would totally spend the $4.99 again to watch this. It was totally worth it.
I might have to go when I do my next movie search. I'm gonna add that to my collection. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look for it. I did it today. Didn't look for it. Now give yourself a kick. Dang. Oh well.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. What would you rate it?
Ooh, this is a 4. 4 to 5.
Yep.
This is really good. I was
Yep.
really surprised. I loved how they kept most of the effects practical as opposed to CGI, which is always a plus. We've said
Yes.
this countless times. We'll continue saying it. Practical over CGI any day. The soundtrack was good. It's nothing too fancy, but it was very World War-ish.
But the part in the lab when he first finds the
Oh,
serum,
yes. Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
I was dead.
When Boyce-
it was unreal.
When Boyce is going through, they have one little sound effect through the whole thing.
Yes.
It's very random. It doesn't come over, it doesn't, it's not like in a certain pattern. And it just sets the mood perfectly. It makes it feel very uncomfortable. It makes it feel weird. It feels nervous. Like it's
Yes.
very, it really kind of sets the tone and the mood
Yes.
to you're in a very uneasy spot.
Absolutely.
And it did great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yes, that's all I could think of when I was thinking of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give it probably a 4 or 4.5 even.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was so good. And I think just going in and like not expecting it, like both of us were not expecting what it was for different reasons,
Yeah.
blew me out of the water. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so happy we watched this.
I am too.
This is exactly what I needed.
And with the cast, Wyatt Russell
Yes.
killed it.
Yes.
I forget the other lead, the lead
the lead voice,
lead
yeah.
boy's name. I forget his name, but he did great.
Amazing.
He
That
might-
like just that perfect mix of like empathy and like fear and bravery and all that. It was just he was such a good
Yes.
cast.
And he reminded, like I told you at the beginning, he reminded me of Boyega from Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And I forget
John
who was-
Boyega, yeah.
Yes, like he's a good actor. I
Oh,
like him.
he's so good.
But no, this guy did a great job. He
Yes.
really did. He played the empathy part very, very well.
Yeah.
When he's in the lab, he gets attacked by one of the scientists, and he kills him.
Yes.
And not a nice way too.
No.
But
Oh.
his character evolves as the movie progresses from being a kind of a timid, unsure. It's his first. He's just fresh out of boot.
Yes.
He's never had engagement before. Like this is his
This
brand.
is it.
This is new. This is his beginning.
Oof.
And from that to just becoming an actual soldier. Like he's not afraid to shoot, not afraid to take a life. We had a big talk during this movie about how war and PTSD and
Yes.
shock and everything.
Yep.
How you would get over it quick. Mm-hmm. You would have to kind of make peace with, hey, to this morning and for the next months or whatever, I'm gonna be killing people.
Yeah. I agree.
Nowadays, if this happened, I don't know if people could do it as well.
I agree.
But no, it's not you have to do to keep yourself sane and to make sure you're alive.
Yeah.
Because you would have that in your head too. It's either you or me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you don't kill that person who's trying to kill you, you're dead.
Yes.
And you won't be able to make it home, see your loved ones, see your family, see your friends, or protect your country.
Yeah. And yeah, like honestly, this is gonna sound so fucking gross and cheesy, but PTSD is the real villain of this movie.
It is.
And it survives. It happens every day.
Yep.
It's people are living with it every single day. And unlike zombies, you can't just blow it up and go away.
No. No.
That shit sticks with you forever. And that's fucked up.
Yep. But those
fucked
who
up.
went into war and for that
Yeah.
did that so that we don't have to do
Yeah.
that. And
Fought
they've
for
done.
freedom.
Thank you to all
Yeah.
of those, all like
Thanks,
and everyone.
veterans.
Yep, veterans. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yes.
It's like a light Remembrance Day post.
Yeah.
Comment, but
Yeah.
no, it really shows that we have it so lucky.
Absolutely. It's just that's what I mean when I was literally started this show off, is that I have the privilege of watching a war movie and being uncomfortable because I never had to live it.
Yeah.
I never have to deal with that kind of stuff. I'm safe. I sleep in my bed without worrying about somebody coming in and, you know, hurting me.
Yeah.
You know, any of that kind of stuff. It's just, yeah, it's good. Good
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, what about Ichabod's Kill the Flick?
Oh, such a good one. We love this scene.
Yeah.
There's a scene that we kind of sort of glossed over just super duper quick when they're infiltrating the church. And one of the Nazis is going in to, he's on a motorcycle and he's going into the gate.
Well, a little back up a bit.
Okay.
He's chasing Chloe.
Yes.
He catches her, knocks her down. He's
Yep.
going to do the whole rapey thing.
Yep.
It's gross. And what happened to him, he deserves.
Yeah.
He gets knocked out by
And she just starts
boys.
laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think it was a trap.
Yep.
So you
It's a trap.
Yes, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a frap.
It's a crap.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. So they end up tying him to his motorcycle.
Yep.
He's got duct tape over his mouth.
Yep.
His hands are tied to the handles.
Mm-hmm.
And he's stuck. Like he's
Yep.
trapped. And he goes right towards
They let him into the
front
gate. Yeah.
And they're kind of looking at him, laughing at him, yelling at him. He's like, motioning to the sidecar. Because it's a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Yep.
And there's me. Oh, there's explosives in the sidecar.
Yep.
Alana, no. There's a grenade in his mouth. I'm like, there's not a grenade in his mouth. They couldn't do that. There was a grenade in his mouth.
There was a grenade, and the pin is stuck to the duct tape. So when they
Yes.
rip the duct tape off,
Pull the pin.
pull the pin.
So that's what happens. I don't know, the CO, whoever it is, he rips it off, and you hear the cling, and he looks at it, and he's like, oh, scheiße.
And they all start scat. Oh, and then they rip the blanket off the
yes.
sidecar, and it's like dynamite.
Yeah.
And they all start to scatter.
And you see the guy, he's trying to spit it out.
Yeah.
It's in there. It's not
And
coming
he
out.
can't move because he's tied to the
Yeah.
motorcycle. So.
And you see his head pop,
Yep.
and then everything else explodes.
Yep.
It is such a good kill.
Yes.
Such a good kill. It's very inventive, very funny.
Yep.
I was greatly entertained by this.
Oh, so good. Yeah. And there are good deaths in this. Most of them are pretty sad, but like that one is like, fuck you.
Yeah, there's that one.
Nazi shit.
There's Chase's death, his second death, where they unload like so many bullets into his chest. He's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Until Boyce takes the butt of his rifle, knocks him down, hit him to the head, and just keeps hitting his head.
Yes.
And makes it mushy.
It's like, okay, boys. Okay, yeah, that's
similar
he's
to
good. He's good.
He glens him on from Walking Dead.
Yes.
So-
Yes. Jesus. Oh, but yeah, that was Overlord.
That was Overlord.
Woo!
So
Amazing.
good.
I will definitely be watching this movie again.
It is going to be added
High
to my horror collection.
rewatchability.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Definitely being
good.
added. Yes. I really do encourage anyone to find it, watch it.
Definitely.
It's worth it. It's a
It
good
is.
horror. If you just like war movies.
Yeah.
It's a great horror or war movie
Yeah.
with a little bit of supernatural thrown into it.
Exactly. Not enough that I would even call this, like, it is a supernatural movie, but it's so sprinkled throughout.
Yes.
There's so much more to it. And I'm so happy there
It's
is.
very 50-50.
Yes.
It's not too much
Agreed.
one and
100%.
then the other. It's just the right amount.
Yes.
They did it's a great job. I really do. The more I talk about it, the more I love this movie.
Right?
Wow.
Speaking of real movies sprinkled in with some supernatural, next week we're watching As Above, So Below.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now this movie I have not seen, but I have heard about it.
Okay. What have you heard? Give me a snippet.
Well, back in Paris, and they go into the caves under Paris because I guess it's catacombs, full of catacombs, and spooky, scary stuff happens.
You basically described the movie.
That's as far as I know what happened. I don't know what's in there. I forgot that it was I thought it was more of an actual film movie, not found footage. Apparently it's a found footage movie.
Found footage, yep.
But no, I don't know what's going to happen. I know that there's maybe skulls in the catacombs.
There are.
But that's all I know.
I watched part of it when it first came out. And then I watched half of it about a year-ish ago. It's on Netflix. And I was like kind of underwhelmed a little bit that I saw. And I love found footage movies. So I was like, And then I just kind of stopped halfway through and never had a desire to finish watching it.
Huh.
So I'm actually excited to watch it because I was very half paying attention.
Yeah.
You know? So I've
remember-
heard it's really scary, and
See,
I think
I've
it just
heard.
wasn't. I was
It
sad.
wasn't yet, maybe.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it too. I remember it came out. I don't remember if it did good at the box office or not, but I know people
Sure.
were saying it was good.
Yes.
People weren't saying they weren't shitting on it, saying it was bad or anything. No, I heard good things about it.
Yes.
I just never got around to watching it.
Right, exactly. And we're going to get the chance.
Yes.
Look at that.
And also I forgot to talking chop. I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife last week.
And yes.
Loved it.
Oh, we have to talk about that after we're
Yes.
done recording because I need more from you.
Yes, so I'll go more into detail. Remind me, I'll forget. You'll forget.
I'll forget.
Our victims, please remind me. Next week we need to talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife and Talking Chop because, hot damn, they're back. It's such a good movie. So good.
But thank you so much for joining us this week. This episode was brought to you by our executive producer, Ichabod, and our head of talent relations, Anarchy. We hope you enjoyed your Horr-Gasm as much as we did. Please don't forget to rate, download, and subscribe. Also, like and follow us on Facebook at Horr-Gasm Podcast, Instagram at Horr-Gasm, Twitter at Gasm Horror, YouTube at the Horr-Gasm Podcast, and Twitch at Horr-Gasm Games. If you have a movie you'd like us to review, this is the best way to let us know. We hope to see you again next week because we have such sights to show you. Plenty of Horr-Gasms for you to experience. Bye!